Well, week one of the high school football season now in the books. Welcome to ISPN.TV, and now here's a look at our latest CET Sports 5A and 4A ranking. Starting in Class 5A, there you can see Mullen. They're at the top. Really no surprise there, as the Mustangs have now won 20 in a row as they dismantled Chaparral. That was a game you can see on CET. Chaparral, of course, number 2 in our preseason poll. No match for the Mullen Mustangs, and Mullen cruises in that one. Well, Chaparral, they drop in the poll all the way down to number 9. That means Arvada West moves up after another blowout win for the Wildcats. Grandview moves up. They're going to get Mullen coming up this week. Regis knocked off Fowler Christian 25-22, an 80-yard drive in the closing minutes to win it for the Raiders. Fort Collins, they were down 20-0 at halftime at Loveland. They came back to win 28-20. Islands Ranch gets a victory. Fountain Fort Carson a victory. They move up in the poll. Columbine knocked off TJ 30-14. There you see Chaparral, and then Bear Creek, the newcomer, into our 5A top 10 as they knocked off Pomona. They knocked the Panthers out of our top 10 as Pomona had a 14-0 lead after the first quarter in that game, but Bear Creek, after a big second quarter, they come back and they win it 25-22. On to Class 4A, and Valor Christian, after their second straight loss, we dropped them in the poll. They're down to number 10. That means a lot of teams move up. Dakota Ridge goes from number 2 to number 1. They beat Pueblo West on CET last week, 23-20 the final there. How about Broomfield? Gary Davies and the Eagles hammered Monarch 42-19. Trent Ireland, kickoff return and a punt return in that game. Pine Creek hammered then number 10 Pueblo South 37-7 the final there. Wheat Ridge over Ponderosa 14-7. That was the big one in week 1 Class 4A action. Meanwhile, Loveland, we mentioned that 20 points blown lead against number 5A, number 5 and 5A in Fort Collins. There you see Ponderosa. Monarch drops all the way down to number 7. Montrose, a couple weeks ago, got a wild win over Rock Canyon. They stay steady. Meanwhile, Greeley West, the newcomer, into our top 10 poll. 41-6 victory of Montbello. Greeley West is going to get Monarch coming up here this week. And we'll keep Valor in the top 10 despite their 0-2 mark. Again, the 2 losses coming against number 4 Regis and number 3 Grandview, both in play out of that 5A classification. Here's what we have coming up this week on CET Sports. We have Legend taking on Green Mountain Thursday night out at Jefferson County Field. Meanwhile, on Friday, Denver East, boy, they're coming off a big win over Eagle Crest. They'll get Cherry Creek in the Stutler Bowl. The Bruins coming off a victory down in Florida. And then on Saturday, it'll be our first look at number 7 Fountain Fort Carson as they get Eagle Crest. Again, all those games can be seen on CET coming up next week. And make sure to tune back into ISPN.TV. Coming up next Monday, I'll be rejoined by Marty Cesario, and we'll break down the Week 2 action and release our newest CET ISPN football poll.